Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Subscribe my channel for more videos and click the bell icon for further notifications. In this video, let's discuss the topic races and games from the chapter Numerical Applications. Let's discuss the definitions before getting into the problems because these definitions will be helpful for us to think about the problems, how to analyze them, how to do them in a proper way. Let's start. The first definition is races. A contest of speed in running, riding, driving, sailing or rowing is called a race. Of course, we are familiar with many races like car race, horse races, boat race, etc. The next definition is racecourse. The ground or path on which the contests are made is called the racecourse. For example, in this horse race, the person is riding on a horse, so they have been provided with the ground. In that, we are able to look at the contestants and whoever is winning the game, those things we are able to see over here. So the ground or path, the place, the particular ground which has been provided to them for racing, that is said to be the race course. Next definition is starting point. The point from which a race begins is known as a starting point. Yeah, when a race begins, that is our starting point, winning point or goal. The point said to bound a race is called a winning point or a goal. In the races, usually they'll set a limit like 200 meters or 10 kilometers. Whoever is the person, whenever they are reaching that particular limit, that is said to be the winning point. So, if they are having the boundary or a limit, that is said to be the winning point or goal. Winner, the person who first reaches the winning point is called a winner. Of course, whoever is the person reaching the goal is said to be the winner. Dead heat race. If all the persons contesting a race reach the goal exactly at the same point, then the race is said to be a dead heat race. We never come across this situation, but rarely, two or more persons, if they are reaching the goal at the same time, exactly at the same point, then that is said to be dead heat race. Now, we'll look into the wordings which we come across in the questions usually. Start. What does it mean if we are getting this word in our question? Let's discuss this. Suppose A and B are two contestants in a race. If before the start of the race, A is at the starting point and B is ahead of A by 15 meters, then we say that A gives B a start of 15 meters. So, in case to cover a race of 100 meters, A will have to cover 100 meters while B will have to cover only 85 meters. That means A is leading over B by 15 meters. So, A gives B a start of. In other words, we can say that to cover a race of 100 meters, A can give B 15 meters or A can give B a start of 15 meters or A beats B by 15 meters. So these are the verbal sentences, wordings which we come across very often in our questions. So A beats B means A is leading over B by 15 meters or A can give B a start of. A can give B. So those are the wordings which we have to remember always to do the problems. Next one, games. What does it mean? A game of 100 means that the person among the contestants who scores 100 points first is the winner. If A scores 100 points while B scores only 80 points, then we can say that A can give B 20 points. Here we are not setting any boundary or the limit. Simply we are setting our scores, the highest score. So suppose we are setting the score as to be 100 points. Whoever is scoring that particular 100 points is said to be the winner. So here also A is scoring 100 points while B is scoring only 80 points. So what we are telling here, A can give B by 20 points, meaning A is the winner. Now, let's consider an example for this. From the year 2021, 1 mark question has been picked. It's an MCQ question. Let's start. In a 2 kilometer race, P can give Q a start of 200 meter and R a start of 560 meter. Then in the same race, Q can give R a start of. The options are 360 meter, 380 meter, 400 meter, and the final one is 430 meter. Let's think about this. In the question, they have mentioned 2 kilometer race. We'll better convert that to a meter because remaining informations and all in terms of meter only is there. And not only that, options also has been given in terms of meter. So first we'll convert our kilometers to meters. We know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So 2 kilometer would be 2000 meter. We'll assume like P completes the race 2000 meter. Let P completes the race 2000 meter. P can give Q a start of 200 meter. That means what? P is leading our Q by 200 meters. That is the meaning. So, let me draw a line here. So that we can understand this in a better way. So let me draw the diagram. So here P is completing the race at 2000 meters. So P gives Q a start of 200 meter means we need to subtract 200 from our 2000 because P is leading our Q and Q is behind our P. So let us subtract this, which is nothing but 1800. So here it is 1800. Now again R a start of 560 meter, meaning P is leading our R by 560 meters. We need to subtract 560 from our 2000. That is the meaning. So if we do the subtraction, we are getting 1440. So this is our R. Now question is about Q. Q can give R a start of, meaning Q is leading our R by how many meters? That we should know. So what we are going to do means we are going to first do the subtraction. Q gives R a start at 1800 minus 1440, which is 360. So that is the difference between them. In a 2000 meter race, we need to consider. So that implies 1 meter race means 360 out of 1800. Why? Because we are considering in terms of Q's perspective. So Q is leading our R. So that is actually 360 meter divided by that particular position, which is 1800. Now we need to find it for 2000 meter race. For 1 meter race, this is a fraction. For 2000 meter race, we need to multiply with 2000. So we'll cancel the zeros. So if we cancel 18, 2 goes into 18 9 times and 9 goes into 36 4 times. So already zeros there. So 40 and along with that the zeros also there. So altogether we need to include this zero also. So altogether that is 400. So 10 is here and then 40 is here. That gives us 400 meter. So C is our option. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Happy mathing.